Hello and welcome to Leroy Junior Senior High School. I'm Tim McCardle, the principal.
I'm Linda Lowe, the assistant principal.
We're excited to put together this video for our school, community, and families as we get ready for the 2016-2017 scheduling process.
First thing we want to talk about is our new classes for the 2016-17 school year. The first class is going to be a psychology class, which is a half-year course, and you'll be able to get GCC credit. The other half of the year you'll be taking sociology, which is another half-year course, GCC credit. We'll be offering accounting, which is a full-year course, which you'll be able to get GCC credit. And then our fourth course is a new course that we've started here at Leroy called Life. And that class will be in place of your phys ed class. An elective meets every other day, and it's a wellness-based class.
A great place to start to get to know all of the courses that are available are on our webpage by clicking this button halfway down the page. It's our Course Offerings Resource Center. On this site, you'll be able to see all of the departments and the courses that are offered there, as well as two really good brochures and programs. One is entitled the College Level Course Offerings. This will show all of our college level courses that we offer here at Leroy, highlighted by our AP, which we have 8 of those, along with 2 pre-AP courses, our ACE courses, and our Project Lead the Way courses.
The other brochure is a college and career guide, which is for students in grades 7 through 12, as well as their parents. And it gives you step-by-step information of things you need to be looking for and things you need to be doing in each grade level. And then you can also look ahead and see what you need to prepare for in the future.
We're really excited about the opportunity that we offer our students here. We're a small school with tons of opportunities, so we really encourage all students and families to think about those career opportunities as well as college opportunities moving forward and selecting a very rigorous course offering opportunity for themselves. We hope that you'll sit back, relax, and enjoy this video. We're a small school with a ton of opportunities, so we want you to really think about all those options that you have when you're selecting for your courses. Make it rigorous, make it tough for yourself, challenge yourself, and really put yourself in a great situation moving forward for your future. Thank you very much to all of our students and to our teachers and staff that helped produce this video.
Hi, my name is Sarah Horgan. I'm currently the high school health teacher as well as the 7th grade wellness teacher. I teach the health component. I'm really excited to be able to be a part of 2 new courses that will be offered starting in the next school year. Psychology 101 and Sociology 101. Both of these courses are a great opportunity for our students to enter into college with 6 credits under their belt. They're both considered basic 100 level college courses, so they would be typical freshman level courses. So if a student took both psychology and sociology, they would potentially be able to walk into college with 6 credits already under their belt. And it would just take that right off their plate, going right into college. So I'm really looking forward to hopefully working with our senior high students and facilitating this course. It'll be open to starting off juniors and seniors. Both courses are what they call hybrid courses. So it's a combination of online work, which will be completed during the school day with me facilitating, and a GCC professor. So the courses are actually taught by a GCC professor. And like I said, I'm just there to kind of help guide and work with the students to get them hopefully the 6 college credits that they would get if they completed both courses. Just a little bit about each of the courses, just so you have an idea of what they're all about. Psychology is really just the study of the human mind and behavior. So some of the topics that will be discussed would be things like personality theories, psychological disorders, the treatment of those disorders, problem solving, decision making, learning, how we learn, those kinds of things. Sociology is really the study of social behaviors, and kind of the purpose is to understand how human behavior affects our culture and our society, and how society affects us as individuals as well. So some of the topics that would be included in a sociology course would be things like the structure of our society, things like poverty, discrimination, and how those affect us as an individual.
Hey Knights, Coach King here with Mrs. Lucky. We're here today to talk to you about a new pilot for next year. It's called Life. Life is lifelong individual fitness education. The class will take the place of your traditional PE program, and it'll be a focus on developing individual wellness. Wellness is not just being physically fit, but is also knowing how to become fit through exercise and nutrition. Instead of your PE program consisting of traditional games such as football, soccer, softball, volleyball, and basketball, life will focus on activities more individualized like yoga, CrossFit, P90X, Zumba, weight training, and much more.
This course will also focus on nutrition, where you learn about healthy foods for a healthy lifestyle. This course will be offered to grades 9 through 12, and Coach King and I are both very excited to offer this new pilot study.
Hi, I'm Jordan Manfreda, and I'm a senior.
And I'm Olivia Vescovi, and I'm a junior.
And we're both students in Madame Kadiri's French 4 class.
I like French 4 because we get to do interesting projects.
Yeah, like right now we're doing a project on the French person of our choice. Olivia and I are both doing French artists Renoir and Monet.
So why did you take French 4, Jordan?
Well, I recently took a trip to France, and I really liked it, so I wanted to keep learning French.
Are you planning on taking French in college?
I am actually. And since this is an ACE program, when this semester ends, we'll have 3 college credits in foreign language.
So I will never have to take French ever again.
Exactly!
Yeah!
I think that Spanish 4 is very useful because you can get college credits out of it and you can learn more about the Spanish culture.
I think it's useful for travel and new experiences that you can use a different language for.
It's definitely useful because you can really perfect the language, which is something that you wouldn't do if you weren't taking this college course.
Spanish 4 is you get college credit for it, but you get to learn in an environment that you're used to.
Hi, my name is Matt Kleehammer. I am the new technology and engineering teacher here at Leroy Central School District, and I'm just going to give you an overview of the different programs and classes that we offer here. Here at Leroy, we teach the Project Lead the Way curriculum. It's a pre-engineering curriculum for students that are interested in going into anything engineering-based or technology-based. And the first class I'm going to talk about is DDP, that's Design and Drawing for Production, and students in this class have the opportunity to earn 3 college credits at RIT. And some of the work that we look at here, we look at computer-aided design, and we will typically start with some stuff that's kind of easier, and we'll move to stuff that's a little more difficult as the year progresses. Students here will get to learn about measuring, precision measuring. They get to play with things like 3D printers here. Had a student print something out on this just the other day. It's our 3D printer that we've invested money in. Students taking this class can get fine arts credit also, if that's something they're looking to get into. Like I said, we have precision measuring tools the students will be using. We teach them how to take something from a drawing and make it into something that's real. Our second class is called Computer Integrated Manufacturing, and with that class we get into automation and robotics. So I have students building things with their hands, learning about electricity, wiring things, programming these with a graphical programming software called RoboPro. Later on in the year, they're going to get into the CNC mill over here, and with this, they're going to use a software called EdgeCam. And EdgeCam is going to incorporate another type of programming. This is more of a coding line-by-line type programming called G&M code. Do some more precision cutting with materials like wood and metal. Our students have access to a laser engraver where they'll use a software called Corel Draw, and they'll learn how to lay out text and graphical images on any material such as wood, plastic, aluminum to cut. Another thing that our SIM students get to work on here, automation and programming. They're learning how to build different systems, learning different inputs and outputs and sensors, how those get programmed, how they get hooked up and wired. And these are tea-making systems that they've worked on. So they're going to dunk the tea bag for you. Students in SIM also have the opportunity to earn 3 college credits at RIT. The next class we offer is typically for juniors, and that's called POE, Principles of Engineering. In that class, they'll have opportunity to work with things like the structural stress analyzer, where we're going to learn how to build beams, look at deflection, look at tensile strength of different materials. And let's take a walk through our lab here. All of our students, 9 through 12, have access to a ton of machinery in here. We have sanders, planers, table saw, router, metal cutting blades, wood cutting blades, band saws, palm sanders, drill presses. Something new we've invested this year, some mini lathes. We're working on some custom projects like pens and anything that you can turn down with wood. Our POE students really look into, we get into simple machines, the mechanical advantage of simple machines, and then they put those skills to test here with projects like our mousetrap vehicle. So this is what students worked on early on in the semester. We calculate circumference. We work with mechanical advantage. Figure out linear distance that's going to be traveled with these machines. The students build them in Inventor. That's our 3D modeling software. So they really plan these out as best they can. Some other concepts we're looking at in POE, Principles of Engineering. Students are going to get to learn about pneumatics. Okay, that's an air compressor. Again, we're looking at gear trains, calculating gear ratios, and working with compound gear trains. Our last class is for seniors only. It's called EDD, Engineering Design and Development, and in this class, our students are going to get together in groups, and they are going to have the opportunity to build and or design and innovate, possibly invent a new product or system that they come up with, and they do all the legwork for that. They do all the research. I'm there as a facilitator of learning, not really as much as a teacher in that traditional sense of a classroom sense. And they use me as a resource, and they're going to have to really become the experts on whatever problem that they're solving. And those students are going to have access to all of the tools and machines that we have in here, the laser engraver, the CNC mill, all the tools you saw earlier in the lab, the 3D printer. And they're going to put all their skills that they've learned throughout all their years of high school in technology and all their other classes. They're going to put those skills to work in this class. And they're going to create something, hopefully, that can go in a portfolio that they can show to a prospective college. So those are all the classes that we offer here at Leroy. Students can earn a total of 9 credits if they were to take these engineering and technology classes. Another thing I do on the outside is I'm a Project Leadway Master Teacher. I've got a ton of certifications here from RIT certifying me for all these courses that we teach here. I get to travel around the nation and work with faculty at tons of universities, top universities, RIT, University of Maryland, Milwaukee School of Engineering, and at all these universities, one thing rings true when I talk to the people there. Project Lead the Way students outperform all other students in engineering programs, mostly because of the opportunities and the machines and the rigor of the program. So this program is just a really good option for any student looking to kind of take it to the next level and get into rigorous coursework.
Does your future include a degree in business, marketing, management, finance, or even cosmetology? No matter what field you choose, an accounting course will most likely be required. Why not learn the basics of accounting first to help you prepare for your future? A clear understanding of assets, liabilities, owner's equity, profit and loss, and their application to the accounting cycle is developed through this course. Next year, you will have the opportunity to take this accounting class and receive 3 college credits while taking the class. Hello everyone. Over the next few minutes you will get a chance to hear about all the amazing courses offered here at Leroy Junior Senior High School through the Business Department. Here we have Eric Reiswick, a junior at Leroy. Can you give us a quick breakdown of the Career and Financial Management course offered here at Leroy?
In CFM you get to explore career opportunities, like things you might want to do after high school in the first part of the year. In the second part of the year you go through the financial side of things you're going to need to do after high school, like balancing a checkbook or filling out a W-2 and stuff like that.
Wow, sounds very informative and useful. Here we have Bree Hill, a senior here at Leroy. Bree, what were some of the most useful things that you could take away from the keyboarding and computers class?
Mike, that is such a good question. Personally, I would say the most useful thing was, at first I started off with 0 words per minute, and by the end I reached 77 words per minute. So you can imagine doing homework went by a lot faster and writing essays.
Wow, sounds amazing.
Hi, my name is Jamie Engler, and last year I got to take Principles of Business, and I was happened to be the CEO of our company. Today, I'm interviewing their new CEO, Michael McQuillan.
Hi, Jamie.
Hi, Mike. Why don't you tell us about Principles of Business and what your company is doing?
Well, Principles of Business is a great class to take because you could get a chance to do a virtual business, compete with other schools and their companies, and get a chance to feel how a company is really run by not actually being an adult in a company. There's many things that come with the company, different departments, different sales, and get a chance to work with other people in a class setting.
Thanks, Mike.
You're very welcome. Here we have Nick Egling, a senior here at Leroy. Nick, you are currently enrolled in the Sports and Entertainment Marketing class. Could you tell us a little bit about the class and what you've learned up to this point?
Yes, Michael. Well, in this class, we learn about product placement, advertising, industry trends, sales promotion, and marketing strategies, and much more.
Wow. Here we have Jamie Engler, a senior here at Leroy. Hello, Jamie.
Hi, Mike.
I was hoping you could tell me a little bit about the Microsoft Office Suite class offered here at Leroy.
In the Microsoft Office Suite class, you can get certified in Microsoft Office classes like PowerPoint, Excel, and Word, and you also get 3 college credits from it, and it's a huge resume booster.
Wow, that's going to be great in your future. I'm so glad that you took the time out of your day to join us. Don't forget to check out Mrs. Ford's website and the counseling website for more information on these courses. We hope that this was informative and gives you a better understanding of the opportunities that the students have here at Leroy Junior Senior High School in the business department.
Hi guys, this is Mrs. Knoll here to tell you a little bit about Intro to Computer Science, which you may want to sign up for next year. So in our course, we have been using a program called Scratch, which helps us to learn the basic building blocks of programming. We learn about loops and if-then statements and a lot of logic and reasoning. After we investigate Scratch, we're going to build some robots later in the year. We're also going to learn a specific computer programming language called Python, and we may get into some app design for iPhones and Androids. Later down the road, we're looking to add a Computer Science 2 course or possibly an AP class in the future. So I hope you sign up and see you next year.
Hi there, my name is Mrs. Rich, and I teach 3 courses in Family and Consumer Sciences. The first of which is Clothing and Textiles, where people learn how to operate a sewing machine, and one of the possible projects that can be made is a pair of pajama pants. Both boys and girls can make those. The second half of the year, we do Housing Environment, where we make quilts for charity as well as for individual use. Both of these courses are half-year course credit that can be taken throughout 1 year or split up into 2. Let's go next door to see what's being worked on in Food and Nutrition. The course that's going on currently is Food and Nutrition. It is a half-a-year course where students learn how to cook and bake on a budget as well as adapting to different food allergies and diet restrictions. As you can see, right now the students are preparing cookies for the holidays. Hope you enjoyed your video. Have a great day.
Last year I took Clothing and Textiles and Housing Environment and made pajama pants and quilts, which I use every night.
Hi, this is Miss Castro. This video is to tell you about some of the electives we offer here at Leroy High School. So here's the layout of all our offerings. And I teach 7th grade. I also teach Intro to Studio Art, Pottery, Digital Photography 1 and 2, and a new class called Metal Design. So if you're interested in taking art, our foundation class is Intro to Studio Art, which is a full year course that meets every day. It's also the prerequisite for all our other classes. So we focus on media exploration, drawing, painting, printmaking, pottery, and sculpture. and we focus also on the elements of art and principles of design. We also look at different artists and different works of art, and it's also an art history survey class. So once you take that and you pass that class, you can move on to any other area. Now, Mr. Kokitas teaches two-dimensional art, so he'll talk about that in another video. But I teach 3D art, which we offer pottery. Pottery is a half-year course which focuses on hand building, which is pinch, slab, and coil pots. We also will work extensively on the wheel and make vessels out of clay. I also teach 4D art, which the fourth dimension is time, and we call photography fourth-dimensional art. So digital photography 1, we get to know the camera, and you develop an eye for successful composition, editing software, and using a computer to create art. Digital photography 2 builds upon those concepts learned in Photo 1, and we also further explore Photoshop, composition, and making art with the computer. Another offering that's brand new this year is metal design, which is a course I teach with Mrs. Soto. It blends the art and science together, and you learn basic metal manipulation, which is cold connections and soldering, while you develop a proficiency with jewelry making tools. For further information, you can go to the Leroy School webpage and check out my teacher page on that website. So thanks for listening. Bye.
So today I'm going to talk about the 3 classes in which I teach. First one is Intro to Drawing and Painting, based on building off of the skills off of Studio and Art. So sophomores, juniors, and seniors can take this class. What we try to work on here is progressions of skill sets, working on every technique and material from oil pastels to charcoal, to acrylic painting, to graphite, and so on. And we really try to promote the skills. Furthering that so we can move on to our Drawing and Painting 2, in which I encourage artistic choice and problem solving for the students. I allow them a little bit more open-ended projects where they then pick the materials in which they've already learned. And then moving on into their senior year, they can take Advanced Studio and Art, in which I really promote individuality and stylistic answers to themes in which they really work through. I expect high quality work from the seniors because they've been with me for 2 to 3 years and with Ms. Castro in the previous classes. So we're expecting great things, but also them to push the envelope a little bit and come up with a great senior board. Thank you very much. Have a great day.
I take art classes because it's a fun, relaxing way to break up my classes so it's not so stressful all at once.
I take art because it's an inspiration to me. It gives me motivation, and it really, helps to channel all these unused emotions and stuff. So it's really important to me, and it gives me a chance to relax and start putting all my ideas on paper, but not in writing. It's pretty important to me. Yeah.
I take art classes because it is a nice relaxing break from regular classes. Also, it allows me to express myself in a fun and creative way.
I take art classes because I thrive in independent settings, and it's a place where I can relax and create things to express myself.
Hi, my name is Shawn Rushok, and I'm a student in the music department, and I have taken all of their classes, which are music theory with Mr. Mahalik, music history with Mr. Mahalik also, vocal jazz, and music theater with Mrs. McLean. Their classes are amazing and so much fun, and in music theory we learn how to notate and write new compositions. We learn how basic chord structures and how everything works in music. In music history, we learn about all of the history of music, all going back to the...
Keep looking down.
The next class I'm in is music history. And in music history, we learn about music going all the way back to the medieval time period. Every 5 weeks, we start a new time period. So we do the, right now we're in the Baroque time period. It's really fun to learn about all the different styles of music and how they were used and what instrumentation and who played them and where they were played and everything. It's really a really interesting course. The next class is vocal jazz with Mrs. McLean, and we go through the history of jazz music in all the way going back to slave times when they sang slave songs, obviously. We've just finished our last style of jazz, which is avant-garde, and we're going to be starting we're going to start singing jazz pieces now to prepare for the Fine Arts Festival at the end of the year. It's a very project-based class, and we've learned about, or we've made compositions for each style of jazz that we've worked with, and it's been a lot of fun to do that. The next class is musical theater with Mrs. McLean, and it's a lot of fun. It's a class where we learn about the history of theater, which is a common theme in our classes because we learn about a lot of history. And in theater, we go back to operettas and operas in Greek times. And then we work through all of the history. And then we have a midterm assessment, which is a project on either a musical or a writer of a show, and we present it for to get GCC credits. That's the main assessment that we use for GCC. Then after that, we start performing solos, duets, monologues, and group pieces. And then we have a theater recital at the end of the year, which is a lot of fun.
Hi, how you doing? I'm Bob Hammer. I'm the 7th and 8th grade counselor here at Leroy.
And I'm Kelly Ronan. I work with grades 9 and 11.
And I'm Mark Posner. I work with grades 10 and 12.
Thanks for taking the time to come into our new counseling center. We wanted to show you a little bit about our course offerings and where you can find that. We're looking forward to meeting with each student individually here near the end of January.
Okay, if you look at the screen here, if you start at our homepage, leroycsd.org, if you go down to the junior senior high school link, scroll down the page, there's a link, Course Offerings Resource Center. Lots of good information on this page. This link right here is all of the courses that we offer at the junior senior high school. And these links, basically, if you click on art, for instance, lists all of the courses within that academic department and a description of those courses. So if you could take some time to review all of the classes, be a great idea to get as much information as possible so you can make your decisions in making sure you have a good, rigorous schedule for next year.
This is also our new counseling center, and it's given us the opportunity now to work with students individually at each different computer, as well as small groups, trying to help these students make the best possible decisions as far as career and college. And once again, you've seen a lot of different electives, and we have a wide range. The students have lots of choices, so please help them out, parents, and That way we can make sure that we really challenge these young ladies and young men, and we're always here to help. Happy New Year.